Hi, my name is Lorena. I'm the founder of Hauntings Paranormal Research. This is my team. We have Nicolette here. She is the daughter of our mother-daughter psychic pair. And Patty. And Aunt Ninny.
Hello.
And Pam. She's the mother of our mother-daughter psychic. And this here is Dawn. She's the airhead of the group. As you see, she's the only one not in the uniform tonight. The name of our group is Hauntings Paranormal Research. We are located in Midland, Michigan. This team has been together for 5 years. I started this team. I moved back here from Las Vegas. I was on a TAPS team, and I really missed investigating. So I started my own team, and I trained everybody, and I'm just passionate about it, and I couldn't stand to live without it. We get together periodically, probably about every 3 weeks. We usually meet in restaurants, whatever's convenient for everybody. Our team is kind of from all over Michigan. We're from Midland, Gladwin, Traverse City, and Mount Pleasant. So we're kind of from all over, so our backyard is everywhere. Pretty much mid-Michigan area. When we get together for our meetings, usually we sit around a table like this. It's usually pretty laid back. A lot of laughing usually goes on. We've had a hard time getting this video going because we couldn't stop laughing. We talk about our cases that we have going on. Prior cases, we talk about pending cases, evidence that we have going on, our current clients, our future clients that are, waiting for a date. We try to establish dates for the investigations and all that. But we usually have a pretty good time. Okay, now that we're rolling, what makes our group unique is, first of all, we are all female group. We don't have any men on our team.
Yay.
And we have a mother-daughter psychic pair. We have Patty here who's an empath. And kind of everybody has a little bit of some kind of abilities in that way in this team. We have a wide variety of personalities, and they all kind of complement each other. There's a lot of goofs in this group. It took us a good 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, just to get this video rolling because we couldn't stop laughing. So, everybody's picking on everybody, and it wasn't the best time. So personality-wise, we got this one here. She is the youngest one of the group. She is an empath, and she hears the spirits talking, and she picks up messages from the other side. But she's also a smart aleck sometimes too. We have Patty, another clown. She also has empath abilities. She senses the feelings of the spirits. We have Aunt Ninny here. Her name is Linda, but we call her Aunt Ninny. She pretty much, she doesn't say much, but when she does, it's usually some wisecrack one-liner that makes everybody burst out laughing. And we have Pam. She's psychic. She speaks in tongues, and that kind of freaks people out a little bit. But when she speaks in tongues is when she gets her messages, and at the end of this video she has a message for someone that's watching this video. So we will actually go ahead now, Pam. Pam picked up a spirit that came to her and says someone that's watching this video. Go ahead.
Who has a dark, this is a male, and I can't see the male's face, but I see the male standing there. And he has a dark starter jacket. I think it's probably like a really dark blue. Put your seatbelt on. It'll save your life. Put it on.
And you had said earlier someone who normally does not wear their seatbelt.
Yeah, this is a person that doesn't normally wear it. But I really think whoever it is that is wearing this jacket, and it is a male, you have to put it on. And it'll become very clear as to why you need to wear it. It'll come very clear to you.
Watch. And this is Dawn. She is the airhead of the group. Like I said, the only one that forgot her shirt today. Well, that's Dawn for you. But that's pretty much my team, Hauntings Paranormal. And we will get in a little discussion here, kind of about our personalities for you guys. You wanted us to talk about our personalities, so I thought it would be a good idea for us all to sit at the table and everybody kind of pitch in what their 2 cents are about each person. So we're going to talk about me first. My name's Lorena. I'm the founder of this team. Pause.
Shiva.
I'm Linda, and Lorena's my niece. And all through her childhood, she was interested in ghosts. She grew up in a haunted house, and I always thought she was crazy because I never seen anything there, but I guess a lot of people did. And it's just been a passion of Lorena's, and she kind of got the rest of us hooked. Or she got me hooked anyway.
She's also very passionate about what she does. She loves to help people. That's her main reason for doing this, is to make sure that the people that need help can find somebody that will be willing to come to them and help them and know what to do. And if we can't help him or her, then Lorena will point them in the right direction.
Also, what's really cool about Lorena too is the tangible evidence that she loves to get. It's very important to her. She really likes that, and I don't know, I just kind of drew a blank, but yeah, that's the
Scientific approach.
yeah, her scientific approach is just it's awesome because she loves her tangible evidence.
Yes.
Lorena's got a pretty cool EMF detector built right into her.
Yeah, she does.
Anytime a bad spirit comes in the room, her ears will turn red. It's like a radar.
Beat red.
Like bright red.
Yeah.
Bright red.
And spirits tend to know Lorena by name.
Mm-hmm.
She has very commanding presence with them.
Lorena and I, we grew up together. We met each other when we was about 13 years old, and she used to talk to me about paranormal stuff a lot, all the time. And I too thought she was a little crazy. But over the years, I come to learn that there's a lot of paranormal stuff going on out here in this world. And Lorena's, she's put a lot of time and devotion and dedication into like all the research. If it wasn't for Lorena, this group, she's the rock. Lorena's the rock of this group. And she's got it. She's got it going on.
We love her.
We love her.
Okay, our next target's going to be Nicolette. She's the youngest of the group.
Hello.
She's very sweet, very nice, very outgoing, little shy, but she's a good girl. Yeah.
She's the young gun on the team.
She's the youngin'. She's not always shy. She can't stop laughing sometimes when she should. But she's pretty mature for her age. And she really makes the investigations pretty exciting with what she picks up.
Very exciting.
Okay, your take on Nicolette? Nikki?
My take on Nikki. Actually, not only is she the young gun of the team, but she also is my youngest child. And I knew from very young age that she was very in tune. So
Psychically.
yes, psychically. Well, and just like with her feelings and all that stuff too. So yeah, she's an awesome part of the team. She's also a touch C. She can touch items and receive their energy from them.
Psychometry.
Yes.
Next up here we have Patty. She is an awesome member of our team.
She's a lead investigator, and she is an empath. There's times during investigations where she breaks down crying because she's picking up on the spirit's sorrow. And sometimes it just takes over her.
Yeah.
Pause.
Patty is a very sweet person. She likes to go in all the deep, dark places, like the attics and places like that, basements, and
Yeah, she does.
she's very passionate, and she's really good with the divining rods, also.
Patty is very intuitive with her psychic ability. If she walks into a room, she'll go to exactly where she picks something up, and it's almost immediate, and she knows exactly what happened with that energy or whatever spirit she's picking up on. She's definitely psychically gifted.
Good.
Patty is also very, very good with the clients. Not only does she empath the dead, but she empaths the living too.
Next up is Linda, aka Aunt Nenny. She's my Aunt Linda, but she's always been Aunt Nenny to me, and she is Aunt Nenny to this team. She pretty much is like, she watches our back while we're working. She watches the monitor. If we hear footsteps outside of a door, she checks the monitors and radios us back, lets us know there's no animal, there's no person in the hallways. She helps us, you know, when we hear a noise somewhere outside of our area and we need it checked on, she checks on it and radios us back. So she kind of watches our back while we work.
Aunt Nanny is famous for her one-liners. She might not have something to say all the time, but when she does, it's pretty epic.
And usually everybody ends up busting out laughing because it comes out of nowhere.
Aunt Nitty, I've known her for a long time. Like I said, since me and Lorena, we were teenagers, and I remember going over to her house, and there was some paranormal stuff going on over at her house also. And she's a great asset to the team, and thank you, Aunt Nitty, for being on our team and helping us.
Okay, this here is Pam. She's the mother of our mother-daughter psychic team. We usually separate these two on an investigation to see if they both pick up on the same types of things, and because they both have different abilities. What's most interesting about Pam is that she speaks in tongue, and it really freaks people out. Once she gets going,
Everybody wants it done, yeah.
everybody wants it done, but once she gets going, it's everybody just kind of stands back in awe. But while this is going on, she's picking up messages and she's picking up information.
I love her smile. She's got like this great big smile.
She always is
All the
smiling.
time.
all the time. I love her smile.
Yeah.
Very nice woman.
Thank you.
The other thing about Pam is she is very religious. She's very strong in religion, and she feels that that's where her gift comes from.
Secure in your religion. Very secure.
Yeah. She definitely is still growing in her abilities. The more confirmation that she gets from every investigation or anything that she picks up, the more confident she becomes in her abilities, which in turn makes them more powerful. She definitely brings in a lot to the team with her abilities. And
And I love her. She's my mom.
yeah, she's my mom, and
Happy Mother's Day.
I know her the best.
If anybody knows her, she does.
Yeah.
Okay. We're up to Dawn now. She starts spanking herself. Okay, Dawn is my co-founder. I pulled her into the idea of running this team. You know, This is Lorena speaking. I moved back from Vegas and I was going crazy. I was so used to going on multiple investigations all the time and I just missed it. So I decided I had to start a team and Dawn was the first person I reeled into it. And she
And
was.
we have our very first video.
Yeah, we actually made our very first video of her.
Basement.
Yeah, I took her down the basement and I scared her. But, yeah. But she's our co-founder and, we brought this team together and, you know, we've been through several members over the years, but Dawn stuck it out. And, she's pretty funny. She's the biggest airhead on our team.
If there's a blooper reel, she'll be in it.
There's a blooper reel, she'll be in
She'll
it.
be in it if there's a blooper.
And that's the other thing I always say, if there's gonna be any kind of equipment failure on an investigation, it's probably Dawn's clothes.
About Dawn, the very first day that I met Dawn was the very first investigation that we went on, and Dawn's pants completely ripped, and it was the funniest thing I have ever experienced in my life. She had to wear a shirt backwards to cover herself.
Tied around
And
her.
around the front, because she ripped the front of her pants,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the back of her pants.
front.
The front.
Yeah, it was the crotch area.
Yes, it was. So I gave her a sweatshirt, and she tied it around her waist backwards. And we made it through the investigation. Nobody really noticed besides us, so.
Yeah.
But you always gotta wonder what's peeking out when it comes to Dawn.
We've all seen the crack of dawn.
If that tells you anything.
But we love Dawn. We love her on the team.
We do love her.
Laugh.
Dawn is hilarious. She's
And
like,
yeah.
she's so young at heart. And, you know, she's like all bubbly and
Naive.
she's definitely blonde.
And too much air upstairs.
But I am here to help.
But we love her.
Dawn has just a gentle spirit, and I absolutely love her. I think she's great.
Thank
You're welcome.
No, we gave you individual kind of comments on each person and what we all think about that team member, but we had so much fun at the restaurant when we were meeting, just in general conversation about each member, just to reply to your email. We had so many laughs and stuff that I thought we would just record us actually having a general conversation about everybody. Okay, stop laughing, guys. Okay, now we're just gonna let you observe just us kind of discussing as a group what everybody is. We've given you the individual take on it. So now we'll just go around and start with each member and then we'll just kind of generally discuss it and just let you observe. Dawn is the airhead. She has more equipment failure with her clothes.
I remember one investigation where
I hope this is not an X-rated or PG-rated TV show.
I felt really horrible. We went to that house where Sorsha and Myth lived.
Yeah.
And I felt really bad because the lady come up to me and she made a comment about my crack showing.
She said, at least, we had went back and investigated 2 times to this case, and the second time when we were leaving, the lady said to Dawn, at least this time we didn't have to see so much of Dawn's crack.
I came up to Lorena, well, I kind of got that feeling at the first investigation. I came up to Lorena and I was like, I don't think the lady likes me.
Well, that is the result of a grown woman trying to wear low-rise jeans, I guess. So what's everybody else think about Dawn? Not the crack of Dawn, but
Dawn's funny. She talks real quiet and she's real friendly and she always tries to take care of me.
So she is the butt of every joke.
yeah,
We tease her a lot.
we tease her a lot because even though she has more experience than anybody else on this team, she knows what stuff is, but she screws up simple things like saying EVP instead of EMF or EMF instead of EVP. Or she might say, hand me that EVP instead of hand me the voice recorder. And so we all laugh at her because she is such an airhead. I don't even know if she got so much air up there.
Send her what she needs. And
Here you go.
Just point,
Yeah.
just make her point.
Yeah, give me a thingy. Okay, let's stop picking on Donna. Let's go over to Nicolette. Nikki.
Nikki.
She's an empath. We actually recently took her on, you don't even know about this. We recently took her to, I have a family member who was murdered about 20 years ago. It's been an unsolved homicide for a long time. So just out of curiosity, I took Nikki and Pam over to see what they picked up on the case. And Nikki connected with a little boy that was at the scene and actually witnessed the homicide. And she just completely broke down crying on the side of the road. Started talking about this little boy, and we gave them zero information before we went there. And
It was the spur of the moment thing.
it was a spur of the moment thing. We were actually coming back from taking our group photo to send you guys, actually. And it was right by where this homicide happened. And I said, we should take these guys over by, you know, because it's my aunt's cousin that was murdered. I said, we should take them over by her place and just to see if they pick up anything. And soon as we started talking, Pam picked up that there was a little boy, dark hair,
Curly.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I didn't even know what the little boy looked like until I went back later that night, pulled up the newspaper reports, and the little boy did have dark hair. She connected with that little boy and what he witnessed, and she saw the little boy climbing in his bed trying to wake up his grandma, who was the murdered one, and getting blood on him. And
Yeah, that was very intense.
she really connects on an emotional level with the spirit.
Yeah.
The thing is about that, though, is she said she saw him as 5 or 6 years old, and then she saw him as 25 or 26.
That was Pam.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
She didn't know that case was 20 years old.
Yeah, she didn't know.
She had no idea.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just, that was,
I know.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But both of these guys, I mean, they really connected on that case, and the stuff that they told us was just amazing. Pam here had said that she felt like someone was swinging something like a baseball bat, something round and wooden. What Pam didn't know is that the murderer had actually used a cue stick and beat the woman to death, crushed all the bones in her face and everything. But
Yeah.
without knowing any of this, we went right from the photo shoot for you guys, right on over to this house. And they both just started picking up information like crazy.
Even before
And
we
you didn't
got
tell
there.
They had no time to look up
No.
anything, because
Yeah.
they didn't even know we were
We were all
going there.
together.
So
And we
it was
were-
pretty cool.
We were getting stuff even before we got to the property, and we didn't even set foot on the property.
Yeah, yep.
I mean, it
You guys
was that
both just
strong.
went crazy when
Yeah.
you started talking about it. It was
Yeah.
pretty neat.
What about Patty when you guys went to that investigation in Riverdale?
Yeah, Patty's very first investigation with us.
Oh,
With those little...
the dowsing rods.
It wasn't just the dowsing rods, it was that little office room.
Yeah.
We ran an investigation with Patty's very first one with our team, and here she was brand new on our team, and she kept saying, I'm sorry, because she went in this little office room,
Oops.
and this little boy, right?
Mhm.
This little boy connected with Patty and was
Very much so.
trying to get help, and Patty just sit down and crumpled and just started bawling, and she's like, I need to help him, and she was crying, and
I didn't want to leave him. I didn't want to leave him there.
she was so afraid of leaving and making him feel like she didn't help him, and
I still want to go back.
and then you did keep apologizing, saying, I'm sorry, because it was your first investigation with us, you know?
Yeah. I felt really bad about that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I still have feelings about that because I promised him that I would come back, and I still haven't gone back there.
Yeah,
So I know we have to go back there sometime.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure
And we
she'll
got
be
really
able to do it.
good evidence
Got
of,
amazing evidence there,
Mhm.
really amazing evidence.
of that little boy.
They actually interacted with what we were doing at the time, we were talking about, so that was pretty cool.
He actually let us take a picture of him. He stood right in front of me when we asked him to, and we got a picture of him.
Do you think it's the same
Cool.
little boy that we caught on the DVR? film?
Yeah. It must be the little boy, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Same one we caught on video.
It was a full operation of a little boy.
Awesome.
You did show me that.
Yeah.
That's right. Hardware store.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That was amazing to me.
Yeah.
Everybody else got any input about Nicolette before we move on to Patty? Or we kind of already did move on. to
Yeah.
Patty. Anybody else have any input about Patty?
I'm the one from Traverse City. I like to, if I say I'm going to be somewhere, I like to be there. I really like being a part of this team, so I will go wherever I have to.
Yeah, she has drove a long ways
Yeah.
for a lot of her.
She does a lot of work to stay with this team, and what's amazing about that is between us and where Patty lives, there's so many teams, but she stays with us, so
Yes.
that
That tells us something about our team.
yeah, it does.
It does. Yeah.
That's my phone.
Oh, okay.
Camera's turning on.
But yeah, Patty's a full spectrum camera. She usually uses on the investigations, and that's one thing that's unique to her. It's pretty cool. It sees different spectrums than a normal camcorder would see, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes, it's believed that the paranormal is on different levels of the visual spectrum, and that's what a full spectrum camera. It opens it from a visual spectrum to full spectrum to cover the area that normally the camcorder don't see.
Yep.
Else?
I think as a group, we all complement each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we pretty much do.
Yeah.
Everybody works pretty well together. It's a good thing. It's a good thing we all get along great.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine if somebody didn't get along. On
It
the
makes
team,
it
but-
like really enjoyable to
Yeah.
just being like together with the team or just going on investigations. I mean, I think we all really enjoy it.
Yeah,
You know.
our main concern is we do go out and we help a lot of people who are
We're all pretty
afraid
passionate
and-
about it.
That's my big passion
Yeah.
because I grew up scared and in a haunted house. So for
Yeah.
me, I feel for all the people that are out there dealing with this stuff on their own and they don't have anybody to help them. So I try to find some kind of remedies to bring people peace, and for me that's what it's all about, is to try to bring peace to these families when we do house investigations. Okay, we had discussed everything that you wanted us to, but we did miss a few questions that I wanted to point out. One of the questions was, how big is our town? Well, our town is kind of at least the middle portion of Michigan, because we're kind of from all over. We have Patty here from Traverse City. We have these two from Gladwin, Sanford, Michigan, Mount Pleasant, Michigan, Midland, Michigan. We are really kind of from everywhere.
Mid-Michigan.
And we go wherever the case takes us, really, anyways, so. So we're kind of from all over. Haunted history, there's a lot of haunted history throughout our towns. We have dorms in Mount Pleasant. We have a mental hospital in Traverse City, restaurant in Traverse City. We have a hotel that we've done over in Clare, library in Saginaw. I'm not really heard much. There's supposed to be a restaurant in Gladwin that's haunted, but
The Allegan Jail.
yeah, the Elegant Jail. Yeah, so, pretty much wherever the case takes us, that's where we go. We have a lot of favorite places. One of my favorites, personal favorites that we've done is the Harry Bennett Lodge. Harry Bennett was the right-hand man to Henry Ford, and his house was like a mafioso house. He had a moat, water that went around with spears, things in the moat. He had
Underground tunnels.
secret tunnels under his house, hidden tunnels. There was a bookcase that opened up, and there was a tunnel that went down to another level below the
And
basement.
it was soundproof, wasn't it?
Yeah, and so that would probably be my favorite location.
He also had like stairs that were just offset where he knew they were offset, so if somebody
They were like this. They came to a peak like this, so if somebody was sneaking down the hallway in the dark, they would trip.
and he had doors that you open and then
We
just
had to
see a
realize
wall.
Harry Bennett dealt with all the mafia problems for Henry Ford, so he was afraid. He had guards on the roof. He had a large fireplace that actually had
escape route or
a
something.
ladder you could climb up and get to the roof.
Oh my gosh.
If the guards saw somebody coming, they could drop down, let them know, and warn them.
Didn't he start the Purple Gang? Or
He was a part of it.
part of the Purple Gang in Clare, Michigan.
But every single room had an escape route. There was like a hatch that went up into the little attic area, so he could go up in one room and drop down somewhere else.
Doors that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, there was doors that didn't
3
go
doors in a
anywhere.
row, you know,
Yeah, that-
try to guess which.
It was really cool place to investigate. There was, he had his own air landing strip. It was like 2,900 acres. And it's now the Boy Scouts of America,
Over by the Farwell.
over by Farwell area.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a blast investigating there, and we stayed for the whole weekend, and it was just awesome.
We got to meet the Boy Scouts too.
Yeah, the Boy Scouts showed up while we were there too. Services we provide, as far as house investigations, well, really any kind of investigation. You know, we go in, we investigate, we look for evidence. We get our psychics, our empaths. We get all kinds of information coming to us, and we try to find hardcore evidence to back up their stuff, or historical evidence. If these guys tell us something that, you know, they've picked up on, you know, we can try to look into history to see if, you know, there's any person that matches that, whatever description they give us. We try to find, you know, EMF spikes, temperature drops. We like to see, we don't want to just hear somebody touch me. I want to see something show up in a picture. I want to see the temperature change. I want to see EMF spikes. I want something to back up personal experiences as often as possible. I'm really try hard for that kind of evidence.
Like the light socket in that one in the baby's room.
Yeah, we had a house of
Yeah, the EMFs were off the wall.
EMFs were like 199, really extremely high, dangerously high. But for homeowners, sometimes, you know, we go in and these guys can try to connect with the spirit. Sometimes they just need someone to talk them into going into the light, you know. Other times we can go through if they have something negative that's attacking them. We go through and we'll sage their house, we'll bless it, you know, we'll do whatever it is to try to bring peace to these homeowners. It's never always a solid answer. It's you know, almost experimental. Sage usually works pretty good when something's attacking somebody, but it's never 100%, but we always try it. We're always looking for new methods, trying to find something to bring some peace to these people. Our clients are generally homeowners, business owners. We've done historic jails, spiritual churches. We've done a lot of businesses. Hardware store.
The one Cat and Bev, we
Haunted Travels of Michigan is a book series that is about Michigan hauntings. We have a few cases that are represented in those books. As far as a rival group, you know, we have a lot of groups that I guess I could call them a rival, but they're friendly rivals. There's not really any hardcore, you know, we hate each other kind of thing. It's all friendly. We have several other groups that are in, you know, we network with and we communicate with. We run into on other cases. We did a investigation for a radio station at a library, and we showed up, and there was another team there, and turned out it was another team that we talked to before but never met in person. So it was kind of cool. You know, we run into a lot of teams, but we never really had a problem with another team. So. But I do know several other groups that would be interested in competing. So the main group that I know of right today that would like to compete with us is a group called Grasp. They do have a very large number of members, like 16. Very unusual to have that many. But like I said in the email, you know, you could always just even the teams up. Have 6 here or 6 there or whatever works for you. Let's see what else I might have missed. We love the idea of competing. Definitely love that because I'm so hardcore about evidence. I've never seen anybody go through the evidence quite like I do. I'm really good at getting evidence because I go through everything a couple of times and I look real hard for the good stuff. I weed out the garbage and try to really focus on the good stuff. As far as competing for clients, I really don't know any team that really competes for clients. There are teams that are like in the same town. A a lot of them guys don't really get along enough, or I even think they want to compete against each other, but, we don't really have that problem. We're kind of everywhere, and a lot of our clients come from someone else who went to another team and they were unsatisfied, so they come to us. We never really have any issues competing for clients or anything like that. Anybody else have anything else they would like to add?
No, I think we're good.
Okay, well, we are Hauntings Paranormal Research, and hope you like the video.
Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Thank you.